His Excellency Ambassador Raul Mapias and Mrs. Evangeline Mapias, Honorable Consul Marie Sumaro, our Welfare Officer Mr. Ed Piquero, our dear mentor in Mr. Ponachami, guests, fellow Toastmasters, and friends. Let me first tell you an interesting story. There was this young boy who was playing. He was trying to build a scale model of what he thought a city road, streets. He's a bright young boy, very determined. Then he came up with something that he needs. It's quite heavy. He wanted a small rock put on his road network. So he looked around and he noticed this small rock. He tried to lift it, but it's quite heavy. So he pushed it. Eventually he managed to push it right beside his small scale model, but he needs to lift it and put it on top. He couldn't. Being a bright boy, he then looked around and found this wooden plank, put it as a bridge, and started to push it. But then he had some difficulty. And what he decided is put all his strength and tried to lift it. And he ended up wounded his fingers, started to cry. He ran to his father. He said, "Father, what I have done wrong. I tried all my strength, I did all my best, still I wasn't able to leave that rock. And I came up with a wound on my hands. Tell me, Father." And his father said, "You could have done better, very simple." "What's that, Father?" And the father said, "You could ask me for help." When I started as a president of the Filipino Club, I considered myself as that boy, but on a different matter. I was new of running of the club, much new of its complexities and intricate and helpless situation. I never considered that I can do it alone. I sought advice. I had mentors. I had to consult other people each time. Because I know that from the distance, those people can see what is happening clearly. And I had to learn from them. They are numerous. Marami po sila. They're great. Some of them are here. We are all boys, however we may age. We will always need people around us to assist us and to listen to their views. Even the greatest men, even the presidents have their own sets of advices. We are not exempted. I would like to take this opportunity to mention some of those good people who, for the past years, have advised me. Manoy Renan at Bengula, Mr. Ruel Castro, although he's not here, Mr. Nes Baliano as well, Mr. Joel Valenzuela was one, and the last of those first five is one great mother, Manaife Gutierrez. There are still so many of these people whom I approach, whom I ask for advice, including our very own Mr. Ambassador Tumapias. He's one of them. And with those advices, with those listening to what they're saying, we were able to let the Filipino pride shine again, a reality. fellow approached us. His motive, real. Totoo, sabi nga natin sa Tagalog. He wanted to promote the art of better speaking and listening. During that time, we were more focused on trying to rebuild the club. So what we have told them is, please, Mister, come back next year, then we can do business. I never had doubts, personally. I knew this man is determined to help and assist us when we are ready. He apparently kept tab of what's happening in the club. Because right after we have declared that we were out of debt, in a few weeks he was there telling us, let's talk business. On May 6 this year, we had the first meeting at the club, and the Filipino club Toastmasters was born.